Hey y'all, welcome to Hillbilly Garage. Well, as you can tell, I am not in the garage. I'm outside. I'm actually in a campground, southern West Virginia. We were on our way out on vacation with the camper. First time I ever put it behind old Red here since all the work that was done on it. And I never had any cooling issues before. Pretty sure I told y'all I put radiator, thermostat, fan clutch in it. And normal driving, I never had any issues after that repair. But put the camper behind it and pulling up the hills, because you know, all the way to southern West Virginia, it's uphill the whole way. And she wouldn't stay cool. It's having all kinds of fits. So we found this campground. They had room for us. We pulled in, set up, poured the rain yesterday. And today I am working on this. And I know that thermostats can be a major cause for this, which that's okay. I got one of them too, even though the one I was in is new. And it kind of upsets me a little bit because that one was actually opening about 205, which is still a little bit warmer than I liked, but they're hard to get because factory these things come out with a 215 thermostat, and anything you buy that's OEM fit is going to be basically a 215. I ordered that one off of Amazon, and just by chance it happened to be about a 205 or 206. But I can't really take a chance that that's the problem and try to run it, try to pull the camper back home. So I'm gonna put a new one in it, carry that one with me, of course, just in case. But something I wanted to bring y'all in on here is, and I don't know for sure because it's just me talking, but I think maybe I might have found what's going on here. If nothing else, we were headed for big problems, and I hope I can demonstrate that to y'all here. But anyway, let's take a look at it. Alright, now of course I got my workstation set up with the tools I carry with me all the time. Not those, I rented those. But you know, I'm not in my garage, I don't have all of my stuff. But after I got this water pump off of here, hoping that I can get y'all in here to where you can see. The angle's not great. But anyway, there is more gap between the impeller and the back of the housing on this old one than there is on the new one. And to help demonstrate that, I cut apart some cardboard off a tool I had to pick up. And this, as you can see, it is double thick packaging paper. There's actually a wedge of plastic in there. It doesn't go all the way to the edge, but I can fit that in between the impeller and the housing, and I've actually had it in there a couple of times. You can see it fits in there, but it will not fit under here. And you can see it's bowing out the back part of the paper. But now this is a single thick piece from the same tool package, and it fits pretty snug. You can see it's snagging up the edge of the paper here to try to get it to go underneath that impeller, but it just almost won't go. You can see I'm bending it all up and it's just barely caught. So anyway, that just, whoa, dropped my new water pump out of the chair. Anyway, you can see that that is the single thick and that is the double thick pieces of the same packaging paper, which means in hillbilly style we've got twice as much clearance on the impeller blades to the housing on the old one than we do on the new one. Now, is that the answer? I hope so, but there ain't no guarantee. But what I think is it kind of tells me that that's why when there's no big load on it, that it's, you know, circulating coolant and it's not in a bind and it's kind of working. But then when you put her in a bind, the temperature starts to raise and you know, we're running higher RPMs, pulling hills and stuff, that it's not carrying the load. Now, took the radiator out, just, you know, the new one that I put in, we run water through it, not only through the core but through the connections where the hoses go on, and water immediately, you put water in this end, immediately starts flowing out the other end, and it's coming clear. So that helps me to feel better that the radiator is not trashed up again, which I didn't really think it was. I mean, I've had this block out twice, flushed it twice, not to mention the time after I did the repair I flushed it then too. So I feel pretty confident that it wasn't the radiator. The fans, of course, the electric fan comes on when the AC's on, and it also seems to cycle when the temperature raises. It's, you know, that's kind of hard to catch, but, and the fan clutch still shows some resistance on it. So, you know, the evidence wasn't really pointing towards those type of things. I know the sun's killing it. Y'all can't hardly see. Me neither. But anyway, that's where we are. We've got the surface all cleaned up here. Getting ready to go back with it. Like I said, I got a new thermostat. Got the new water pump, a new radiator cap, which these things, they stink. I mean, they're the biggest joke ever was. Plastic cap, matter of fact, when I first bought it, the core, the centerpiece of that, the one that was on it, was stuck inside the neck of the plastic tank. You had to break it to get it off. Replaced that one before I did the radiator, and when I went to do the radiator, I had to replace it again because it got stuck again. Because they get hot and they get stuck. They're just cheap plastic, and that is the most ridiculous thing I ever seen. Somebody called somebody down at Chrysler and asked them why in the world they did that garbage on a heavy duty truck that they designed to run hot. Because like I said, factory thermostat's 215. And unfortunately, that's what I had to buy because that's the only thing I could get a hold of. So, you know, first things first, we're going to be 10 degrees hotter going down the road before we ever even get to see if everything's working right. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to bring y'all in, show you what sometimes we got to do on the road, and ask that y'all pray that these are the repairs that we need to get us on up a highway and get the camper back to the house. But everybody take care. God bless you, and we'll see you. Bye.